This is what makes you impressive. What makes you impressive is how you're able to be seen in multiple lights. I feel like people could describe you as cute, as hot, as gorgeous, as beautiful, as pretty. I feel like they described you as being a baddie and also natural, ethereal. I just feel like people have a lot of descriptors for you, and this is because you embody multiple energies. I feel like you're the kind of person who has not just one aesthetic, but can be fluid in and out of multiple ways of dressing, ways of doing your hair, ways of doing your makeup. And this is very impressive to people. They also find it impressive how much you're in alignment with what you want in this life. You are the kind of person who knows what relationships, what foods, what environments bring you a sense of peace, and which ones bring you unease. And you're the kind of person who aligns yourself with the options that bring you the most peace, the most stability. I feel like when you're uncomfortable with peace, it can feel like boredom. It can feel like you don't have a lot going on for you. But I feel like you're the kind of person who relishes in not having to be on all the time. You like the balance of being on and being off. You like the balance of working and playing. You like the balance of expansion and also rest, rejuvenating. And this is very impressive to people because I feel like some people, they buy into the hustle culture. You always have to be on. You always have to be going. You always have to be onwards and upwards. You always have to be on to the next thing. And I feel like you are the kind of person who has that growth mindset of expansion and abundance. However, you know the value of slowing down, of taking your time. And yeah, this is seen as very impressive. It's also very impressive to people how authentic you are. You aren't afraid to be yourself. You don't mind coming off as strange. You don't mind coming off as peculiar. You're the kind of person who just acts and shows up as they are, regardless of the societal norms associated with the type of environment or the type of place. Like, I feel like you do know what environments, like how to act in different environments. Like, I feel like you're aware of what the gathering or meeting calls for. However, you don't always stick to the script. You're not the kind of person who's gonna go through the standard how's the weather conversation every time you see somebody. Like, yes, you will talk about those more, like, I guess, easily digestible topics, but you can also go very deep in your conversations. And I feel like not everybody's used to having such deep conversations, like when it comes to like how to self-actualize, how to create your manifestations, how to bring your visions to life, how to just really expand as a person. Like, yes, people are having these conversations now more than ever. However, I do feel like it's still very impressive to people when you have these types of conversations with them. And people are also impressed by how your energy comes off as very much boss, very much in charge. They feel like you have this potent energy about you that's like, I'm about my business. I'm gonna get this done. You have like, I get stuff done type of energy. You have this, I'm gonna make it happen kind of energy. And this is very impressive to people. I feel like people definitely notice your drive and ambition, and they see that you set out to accomplish certain things, and these desires, they come to fruition for you. And it's really impressive because to think something and then say you're going to do it and then actually do it is not everybody, like, not everybody does that. Not everybody can keep their word like you do. So yeah, that's coming off very impressive to people. And it's also impressive how you always keep going. People see you as, like I said, driven. You don't let obstacles on your path stop you from pursuing what you believe will bring you success. And I feel like you tune out a lot of the noise. You don't allow the voices and opinions of other people to stop you from achieving what you set out to achieve. I feel though you're a good listener. Like, you listen to what these people have to say and then you make your decision based on your personal experience and the vision that you have for your life. And it's good to get advice from people to a degree, but we know our journey and our purpose here, and others who have different paths, their advice is not always going to resonate with us, and that's totally fine. And yeah, I feel like it's just a general energy of knowing yourself and knowing what you're destined for, and knowing that people who have not achieved what you set out to achieve might not be the best advice givers for you to achieve your desires. And yeah, so it's very impressive how you just continue on your path regardless of what other people have to say about it. People are also very impressed by your loyalty. They would describe you as somebody who would make a great partner. I feel like you have very fruitful partnerships. Your partnerships I feel like your partnerships they have longevity. The kinds of connections that you enter into, they're very authentic and genuine and based on similar values. And that's why they last so long, because the heart of it, the foundation of it, is built on substance and not like I'm thinking about how we have different kinds of tiers of the people in our lives. Like, you have the people that are very within your inner circle, and then you have like the medium people that you go out with on occasion, and then you have like the outer circle. This is like colleagues, people that you see, like maybe the person that you talk to all the time when you go to the coffee shop, or like the person in your building that you see and you recognize after being in the elevator with them a few times, so you chat. But like, I just feel like the partnerships, especially the ones in your inner circle, are very fruitful, and you guys are able to have these impressive partnerships because they're built on a foundation that's sturdy, a foundation of values and similar principles. And it's also really impressive to people how much of a badass you are. I feel like you just have this energy of, I get what I want. You're very much courageous. And I'm getting fearless, but to be courageous, you have to have fear and feel the fear and do it anyways. So I feel like you're known for overcoming your fears. You're the kind of person to do things scared. You do things shaking, but you're still showing up. And that's very impressive to people, and people honestly feel like that kind of energy is iconic. They feel like you bring an iconic badass energy to any group, any situation, any environment. Like, you're the kind of person who just impresses people by the way that you show up. You show up in spaces very open, very warm, very just allowing the situation to unfold for you. I feel like that's a very impressive energy to bring to any space, because I feel like a lot of people come into spaces very much anxiety, very much questioning themselves and what other people are thinking about them. And I feel like that's an energy of the past. Like, that's an energy that you've been able to release, and you're now coming into a more stable energy where you think about how you could be more understanding, more compassionate in social situations, how you can show up in a way that makes everybody there feel comfortable, show up in a way that makes open conversation flow easily. And yeah, people were just very impressed by that. They find that iconic. They also get goosebumps. Your energy's like, seriously, you can give people goosebumps when they look at you, or like if they feel your energy and if they're in the same room with you. Like, I feel like you give people the chills sometimes. Like, your energy is just so intense, and like it really comes off as just so powerful. And I feel like that's so impressive to people, the like way that you can make people feel. And you don't even, like, it could be when you enter the room, but you don't even have to be in the room. Like, I feel like your energy lingers on people. Like, when people are in a room by themselves, they're still feeling and thinking about your energy. That's how potent it is, and it gives them goosebumps to some degree. And that's like so impressive, truly.